Good afternoon, everybody. The people from Flanders DC and FLEGA just asked me to come and say a few words about two things. About, first of all, FIT, Flanders Investment Trade, and more especially what we can do for you in a financial way. And I also will have a short presentation on the games match at gamescom. It's a beta match initiative from the European Commission that is organized at gamescom for free. Right, I'll skip over FIT. I don't know, is anybody from the Flemish side not familiar with FIT? Everybody knows FIT, like nobody? Flanders Investment Trade? No? Who? Right, just one moment. Flanders Investment Trade is the government agency from the Flemish government that helps Flemish companies internationalize. So, and because you all want to take part in the gamescom, we think you want to internationalize, and that's why we want to help you. We help you in a financial way. I'll talk about that later. But we do also have other things that we can do. For example, we can help you establish contacts the whole world around. We have our own offices in 100 countries that can help you with looking for contacts, looking for people, looking for partners. When you're there, they can guide you to the right people and everything. What we do is we do these promotional actions. Yeah, it's in Dutch, but I'll tell you later why. We do activities just like last year, the export fair, where we could see everybody from our foreign network and ask questions. How to do what? We participate in trade fairs. We don't do the gamescom because the Flanders DC and FLEGA do the honors there. But for example, we have been at CeBIT for years, for 15 years. We only ended going there a few years ago. But then we also have marktkennis, market information. If you want to know, for example, what's the legislation or what is the best played game in Yugoslavia, in the former Republic of Yugoslavia, Macedonia, you can ask us. Yeah. Then also, eerste lijnsadvies. If you start your company and you say, okay, now I get here an email from a Turkish guy and he wants to work with me, but I have never spent any day outside of Flanders or Belgium as a company. How on earth do I do it? How do I start it? We can help you with that. So we give you the advice, okay, how do I make up an internationalization plan? How do I make a business plan? Where do I have to take into account financially? How much will it cost to get started in the UK, for example? We help you with that. And finally, the subsidies. Subsidies. That's what I'm going to talk about. It is all in Dutch. Why? Because actually this is all based on legislation. And the legislation is in Dutch. So if you have to ask us for money, you have to do it following certain rules, and these rules are in Dutch. So no negotiation. And if I translate these things now in English, it's not the same. Because maybe I translated in the wrong way. That's why we always give the information in Dutch, but we talk about it in English, just so that you know why you do it in Dutch. We have the general requirements for everything we do, for every support we give. You have to ask us 4 days in advance. So. You want to go to the gamescom? You mean 4 working days? 7 calendar days. No, 7 calendar days. 7 calendar days. But if, for example, one of the things we give money for is, okay, you go abroad to see a very important client. Yeah. If this is a client that says, okay, I love your product. You come now to the States, and we signed the contract. You don't know that 7 days in advance. So you can ask us, okay, could I have a derogation on the 7 days because I leave tomorrow? Because here's the email of the guy who asked me to come. That's no problem. Then you have to have Flemish added value. And this is a stinker. Because nobody knows what added value is. If you are the only one here in Belgium, and there are 50 programmers in India, what is the Flemish added value? Maybe nothing, because you're only doing the tax. You're the accountant. That's all. Or maybe you are the creator, and you get all the IP. It's same situation, totally different result. So and that's why we only have to stress we give money from the Flemish taxpayer to companies. And we would like the Flemish community to benefit from it. You see? So bear that in mind, because it's something that we cannot say this is right, this is wrong, this is okay, this is not okay. That's impossible for us to say, because you have 100 or 1,000 different possibilities. Okay. Then sometimes you need to pay us for something. You take part in a seminar. You go with us on a trade fair. You have to pay us 2,000 euros to take part, and you don't pay us. Then we don't pay you. So you can get a subsidy, but we check are there open accounts with us. We first close our account, and then you get money back from us. And then what do you get in general? If you have a cost, we will support you for 50% of that cost. So we give you €1 and you give €1. Except if you've never asked any money from us, then the first 4 times you got 75 cents to the euro. You only pay 25. So it's not. Well, if you have entered a subsidy request, that is one. Well, yeah. Well, it's complicated. Well, I'll let you know if we. I'll give the four different things we do, and one of them is taking part in the trade fair. And there I'll elaborate a bit more on the special stuff that gamescom is. Yeah. It's 50. Then it's 50. But you will see that there are 4 kinds of things that we subsidize, and some can be subsidized more than others because the costs are higher. So it's a bit up to you to see, okay, what do I enter as a subsidy request? But we'll see that later. This is well, here you have the different things that we subsidize. So travels outside the European economic space. We cannot subsidize inside of Europe because it's how they call it, marktverstorend, market derogatory, because we give you money to get a job that actually was going to a Frenchman in France. That's a problem. Once, up until now, yes. But this may change in the future. Yeah.
For example, what if you're meeting people from Australia in Geneva and meet there? Because that
no.
just happened. So
Yeah. Europese Economische Ruimte, Switzerland is not part of the European economic space, I think.
But if it was in the European Union,
No. But in Geneva, effectively, Geneva is outside of the scope. Then participation on foreign trade fairs, gamescom, for example. But it's not like that's a niche event. No, that's true. No. And then digital international commercial bedrijfscommunicatie, dus commercial documentation. What is that? It's actually a website. a presentation on a stick, a YouTube film or something like that. If you prepare this, if you create this in another language than Dutch, then you can get money from us to make that. And then prospection office outside of the EER. Prospection office is really to go, you have your own office and you want to, we want to go to check out the market. Not sell on the market because it's prospection. But if you say, I'm thinking of starting really a big campaign in the US and I want to do the preparations, okay, I open my own office. You can do that and you get money from that. But this is quite expensive. These are all the things they call it generic because this is clearly marked. This is that you go on, you travel, you take part in a fair, everything, etc., etc. We have a second thing. This maatwerk. That is to give everybody, to let people dream. You think of something, and you ask money. Actually, that is the bottom line. Well, that was the first reaction of us too when they proposed it to us. But it is indeed a bit like that. Say, if you have a good idea that's maybe specific for your sector, say, okay, this is something that really is hot in our sector, and this will help us to get to this on this market or get more. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily, because it's an activity. It's not just traveling, it's an activity. But we have the Groeilanden and opkomende economieën. These are actually the developing countries. But it also includes China and India, for example. It's for us all the countries that have 4% growth.